Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hopefully, you're all having a good day. Hopefully, you're all having a good week. How's everybody's day going today? What is going on, everyone? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit those heart emojis down there at the bottom. If you're over there on X, if you're watching this on X, come over to YouTube and hit that subscribe channel. Join in on the conversation. Let's continue growing this channel. Folks in the chat, how are we feeling today? How do we feel about tonight's game? We're going to talk about tonight's game. We're going to talk about the lineup. Basically the same lineup, one little change, but that's okay. That's okay. But who do we have in the chat today? Let's see who we got. We got my guy, CT Cards, in the building. And we got my friend, as he always says, cheer, the Ace Avenue in the building. What's up, Ace? How's your day going? Make sure you all subscribe to the Ace Avenue. All right. He does great content, great Yankees content over there. If you're into movies, he does movie content. I know he'll be doing the play-by-play later on, so make sure you all tune in. Ken, what's going on? How you doing, Ken? Good to see you as always. Nosebleed section, what is going on? Jonathan, what is up? Jonathan, how's it going? Who else we got in the chat? We got where you at? Dev Finch. What up, Dev? How's it going? What's up? What's up? What's up? Daniel Berry. What's up, Daniel Berry? How's it going? Make sure you all go check out Daniel Berry. And my man Jason from the 161 River Ave. What is going on, Jason? How you doing? You all know Jason. You all love him in the chat. Make sure you all subscribe to his channel. He does amazing work. Good mind. Great Yankees mind. Go check him out. Like I said, go check him out. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap a little bit ago, but I'm cool. I'm cool. What up, Sabine? How's it going? What's up? What's up? How's it going, Sabine? Good to see you as always. My boy Gusto in the building. What up, Gusto? How's it going? Like he says here, like, share, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Appreciate you. Dennis, what's up, Dennis? How's it going? Feel like I haven't seen you in a little while, but what is going on? But shout out to all of you in the chat, man. All of you always showing up, always showing support. It does mean the world to me. So it's game 4, folks. It's game 4. The Yankees are up 2-1. The Yankees are in a good situation right now. This is where they need to be. Last night's game was crucial. Last night's game, they absolutely needed to win. Was it the prettiest of wins? It was not. It was not. And but a win is a win. A win is a win. At the end of the day, a win is a win. The way I see it is, they're not going to always be pretty, but you gotta come away with this win. And I see a couple folks complimenting on the Yankee gear and saying, looking fresh. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you. So I always do appreciate it. Thank you. And Rodney, my boy, what's going on, man? What's going on to my guy, Rodney? Hopefully you're doing well, man. Hopefully, let me know how things are going. Hopefully things are going well for you. Let me know. But the big question, though, can the Yankees close it out tonight? And I do have my man waiting in the back. I'm going to get him up here. You ready to go, man? Just give me a thumbs up. He gave me the salute. There we go. He's ready to go. Let's get him up here. My man, what's going on? Jason from 161. What up, man?
What's happening, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just excited for tonight's game. The big question is, are they going to do it? Are they going to close it out tonight? What do we got, man? What are you feeling? What do you think?
I feel good about it. I mean, I saw the look in Cole's eyes. They were angling.
Oh, I lost Jason there for a second. Oh, lost him there for a minute. Lost connection. We'll get him. We'll get him up here in a moment. We'll get him back up here. It was just an internet connection. Yeah, no, Mets are doing well. They're in the NLCS. Let's see what happens. And real quick, I got Rodney. Shout out to you, man. He just gifted a Strike Zone membership. So thank you, Ronnie, for gifting a Strike Zone membership. Jason, let me get you back up here, bro. Gave me the salute again. All good, man?
Yeah, sorry about that. Every time I get a phone call, I get booted.
What the hell? Tell him not to call you. You're busy.
I know. Shoot. Unbelievable, man. So,
Yeah.
I feel good about it. They kept angling the camera on Garrett Cole, and he had his eyes like, yo, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm gonna shove tomorrow night, man. I'm gonna put this team on my back, and we're gonna close this thing out tomorrow night. So I feel pretty good about it today. I really do. They're in a prime spot, like you said. It's so much better than being down 2-1, being up 2-1. And I think the team that won Game 3 was probably likely going to win this series. So I think they're going to pull it out tonight, and I'm curious to see if they do who they play, whether they play the Tigers or the Guardians.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Tigers and the Guardians, they're playing. Playing later. They're playing in about an hour.
Yep.
So that's a it's a do or die. Right, for the Guardians, they have to win to survive, to continue surviving. If not, they're out. They're gone.
Yeah.
If you had to, I guess if you had to predict the Guardians Tigers game tonight, what do you see happening?
I think
what do you think happens?
I think the Tigers going to eliminate him today.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, man. The Tigers. You know what, man? After that series against the Yankees earlier in the season, they just went on a tear.
Yep.
And I'm like, you got to worry about these guys.
They got some serious mojo going on right now.
Yeah. So they got so it looks like the Guardians have Bibby going pitching tonight, and then Olsen for the Tigers.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like if they do play the Tigers, the Yankees are a deeper team, a more talented team. So I do see them. I can see them beating the Tigers, but I don't think it will be a cakewalk by any stretch of the imagination. So I still think it will go probably 6 games at least.
Oh yeah, whether it's the Guardians or the Tigers, I definitely anticipate 6 games. There's no way it's less than 6. If we had to make an early prediction.
Yeah, same here.
But as far as our Yankees go, what happens, man? I do feel good about tonight's game. Again, my only concern, and it's been my concern, it's been a lot of people's concern, is the bats. The bats have to deliver. Now, it was nice to see Giancarlo Stanton come through.
Yeah.
In the clutch. You felt like there he was going to come through at some point. It was just a matter of when.
Yep.
And he came through at the right time. He came through when it truly mattered. It felt good to see Aaron Judge make contact with the ball. James Rosen said that those were his best swings and hits in yesterday's game. But even though he didn't get on base or anything, he was 0 for 4. But he was making contact with the ball. So maybe tonight this guy breaks out. Maybe Aaron Judge, maybe the captain breaks out and has a big game.
Yeah, the fact is, like, these guys are drawing a lot of walks, so they're exercising patience. The two top on base percentage guys are Volpe and Oswald Cabrera in the playoffs, which is crazy, but they're showing patience and drawing a lot of walks and giving guys like Giancarlo Stanton opportunities. So, and I do think Judge is close to kind of turning it around or breaking out, and I hope it happens tonight. We're going to need him, and Verdugo's hitting 300 this series, so there are some guys there, but we need some consistency across the board as well. We can't last night was the Stanton show, and that's it.
100%, yeah,
that's it. So
yeah. Do you know? So you mentioned the Yankees have been drawing a lot of walks. Do you know what that number is?
I think they drew 9 last night.
Yeah, but in the whole series, you know what that number is?
No.
22 walks.
22.
22.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's an average of 7 a game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's 7 a game.
Right? Patience and plate discipline, man. That's good. That's not something they do a lot of. The game that they lost, they were swinging at first pitches and they were like just playing impatient baseball at the plate. So this is a good sign.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I see a few other folks came into the chat. Jared, referee, AOG, what's going on there, fellas? What up, what up, what up? Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. So, yeah, 22 walks in these first 3 games.
Good number.
And that's an excellent number. I'm glad they're showing patience at the plate. Where the problem lies is just leaving a lot of guys on base, right? I was on with Ken this morning, and I wrote these numbers down, right? So the 22 walks, I love it. Patience at the plate, I love it. Give me that all day. Create those opportunities. But as far as leaving men on base, they have left a lot of men on base.
Yes.
And they have left runners in scoring position. So again, this isn't me bashing, right? This is just me saying they need to clean this up. So we're talking in these 3 games, they have left 30 men on base and runners in scoring position, 3 for 25.
Well, that's the thing. Like, the guys that have on-base percentage have low batting averages.
Yeah.
They're throwing walks instead of hitting the ball.
Right.
So, and we need them to put the ball in play a little bit more, because that's how we're going to move guys over. You want to move the fast guys. You want Birdie to run around the bases, or Dominguez or Duke Ellis. We're going to have to put the ball in play in order for them to do that. So,
yeah.
Hopefully they will do that more often. And again, I think, like, the way that it kind of looks like, it's like a catalyst. Like, when Soto starts to hit, Judge starts to hit. When Stanton starts to hit, Judge starts to hit. Like, they kind of roll off each other. And when Judge starts to hit, almost everybody starts to hit. So hopefully that's why I'm really hoping that Judge has a breakout game, because I think a couple of guys will probably follow. And that would be, really good timing to do this. Really good timing. So, and I'm hoping that teams like, the Tigers and some of these other teams are hitting their peak. Like, I'm hoping that the Mets are hitting their peak. No disrespect. Kudos, they're playing magical baseball, but I'm hoping that, these guys are playing their very best baseball, and we're not yet.
No, credit to the, credit to the guys in Queens. Credit to the New York Mets. You know what? They're playing some great baseball.
Yep.
They haven't. It's been a long time since they've looked this good.
Yep.
I mean, they did make it to the World Series in 2015.
Yep.
I feel like, they could have won that World Series, but they didn't. I mean, we all remember that 2015 Royals team. That was an excellent team.
Yes, it was.
By the way, they had a really good team. I mean, they still had Salvador Perez, who's still playing in for the Royals today, who's, brings a veteran presence to this team, and especially around a bunch of young guys. But I always give Mets fans a hard time, but the thing is, the Mets right now, even if their fans don't give the Yankees credit, I'll give them credit, because I'll be that fan. I'll be that baseball fan. So, Jason giving us a tour around the house.
Yeah, I got looking for one of my daughters. My wife called me to ask me to help my daughter. I can't find her.
All right.
I got her now.
Okay, cool. As long as your daughter's all right, we're all good.
She's good.
Yeah, cool. But are there any concerns or worries that you have with tonight's game?
Had
any?
Not getting off to a solid start.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want us to fall behind. And at some point, it would be nice for us to give Giancarlo a lead to play with early in the game.
Yeah.
And I do think we need to do that more often. So one of my biggest concerns would be to do something that they haven't done yet, which is jump out of the gate early in the postseason. So.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that the Yankees in this series against Kansas City, they had ample opportunity to do that, right? They had ample opportunity in the first couple of innings to jump out, take the lead, but they just could not capitalize on that. You need to execute on that, especially in the postseason, right? Especially in the postseason, you got to execute, right? I love the fact that the Yankees are able to win these close games. I love the fact that they're able to hold on to these close games, because of the fact that, we have seen it in the past where if games are close, this team doesn't exactly hold on to that lead, or they can't come back from
Yep.
close games. But I feel like this is a different story.
Yeah, I mean, and like they showed last night too. Like, it doesn't really matter if they win by 9 runs or 1 run; they're winning. So,
Yeah.
and I have to give credit to Aaron Boone for realigning the bullpen in a way that put them in a position to take advantage of these opportunities. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Finding a new role for Clay Holmes. And he's been a lot more aggressive with his management of the bullpen in the postseason now. He has a shorter leash for some of these guys. Before, he'd let these guys just hang in there, and they would blow up sometimes. Now he's not letting them do that. So I got to give him credit for that, and I got to give credit to Luke Weaver for just taking that closer role by the horns and just, I'm the closer now. And but those things wouldn't have happened if Aaron Boone didn't provide these opportunities for these guys.
Well, yeah. Go ahead. I didn't mean to.
No, I'm just. I gotta give him his kudos for that, and I gotta give kudos to Clay Holmes for embracing this new role, and just owning it and playing extremely well at it. So I didn't know whether it was going to happen or not. It was a lot of uncertainty, in my opinion. So, but they're excelling. They're excelling at it. So that makes me happy. What's your take on it?
My take is this, man. You and I have had multiple discussions about this, especially with Mazza. Which, shout out to my boy Mazza. Hopefully he's doing well. But with the realignment of the bullpen's more. It looks more solidified, right?
Yeah.
Luke Weaver, he got put into that closer role. I thought they were going to do more of a closer by committee, but he has been, he's been fulfilling his duties. He's been representing that closer role quite well. Let him continue doing what he's doing. Because when he's at, he seems like this nice, innocent looking guy, but then when he's on the mound, he's like fired up. He's just yelling, and you need that kind of energy out of your closer. And Luke Weaver has been killing it. And I remember when a lot of fans were saying dumpster dive move. It's not a World Series move. It's Cashman's dumpster dive move. It's just he's just signing some no-name pitcher. Well, look at what he's doing.
He's reminding me of Mason Miller right now. So
yeah,
throws hard. He's got good movement on his pitches, and he's getting a lot of strikeouts, man. And he's like our version of Mason Miller. He doesn't throw 105, but he doesn't need to. Guys aren't hitting him. So and that to me is exciting.
Look, the bullpen, it was funny because a lot of people going into the postseason were so worried about the bullpen. Now, a couple of months ago, if you asked me if I was worried about the bullpen, 100%. 100%. I was more worried about the bullpen than the offense. But then after they made those adjustments, I'm like, okay, I'm more right now. It's like the bullpen's fine. The bullpen's solidified.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more worried about the freaking bats right now. That's what I'm worried about. It's not because I think the bats stink, because it's not that the names are good. It's just a matter of, again, executing with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, and honestly, we're lucky right now that Bobby Witt's not hitting.
Oh, beyond belief, man.
Right? And it's Perez and a little bit of Gurriel and that's about it. I mean, a little MJ Melendez, but Bobby Witt's not. We're shutting Bobby Witt down.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble.
Well, the Royals have other guys stepping up, right? Salvador Perez, he's stepping up. Michael Garcia, he's another one. Melendez, what was that?
Tommy Pham.
Yep. He's stepping up. He's stepped up. Who else is in that on their team?
You're Gurriel.
Gurriel has been stepping up. I mean, the man is 40 years old and he's still delivering, and then Massey, their second baseman, he's been coming through. So, this is what I'm saying. So, Bobby Witt Jr. has not been stepping up. I think he only has 1 or 2 hits in this series, right?
Yeah, I think was he in 100? So thankfully for us, that's the case.
Yeah, I got his average up right now with Bobby Witt. He's hitting .077 there, Jason.
77. Look at Jose Ramirez from the Guardians. See, I don't know if he's hitting that well either. He's another star player. There are some star players that are just not hitting.
Well, I guess it ain't only Aaron Judge now, is it?
No, not only Judge.
Yeah, I think with the problem with right now with Judge, man, I think when it comes to the postseason, I think, and you tell me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like he overthinks it. I think he's too much in his head. I think he's overthinking it at the plate.
You
He's
know,
pressing.
could be, which is why I made that comment yesterday. I said, it might be worth entertaining. Instead of sitting Stanton for Dominguez, sit Judge for Dominguez. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Give him a day off to clear his head and clear his body, right? Recover a little bit. And you can bring him in later as a pinch hitter, And the fact of the matter is, Stanton's hitting in the postseason, Judge is not. So if you're going to replace somebody for Dominguez, it should be Judge, not Stanton. And people got pissed off at that, but this is a fact. This is common sense. Look at the stats; they don't lie. Okay, and that's not an indictment on a Judge. It's just give him an opportunity to recover a little bit, and that's okay. You want Dominguez in there? There's a path to get Dominguez in there.
No doubt. But you know what? The Yankees are never going to bench Judge.
No,
that'll never fly.
No, but it's a logical. To me, it's a logical idea to consider. But,
I get that.
You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is, I like Judge, but I like the team better. Okay.
I understand. Yeah, you're probably some people in the chat are kind of giving you a little. They're not hating. They're just giving you a little heat. But
go ahead, man. Give me the heat. Bring it. I like the team better.
Understood, man. Hey, listen, that's an interesting take. It's definitely better than Juan Soto playing first base. So I'll take your take over other people's takes, and I'll leave it at that.
Sitting Stanton for Dominguez too. I don't know who started bringing that one up. You're gonna see the best postseason hitter for Dominguez who hasn't proven himself yet. Why in the world would you do that?
Yeah. Well, and to answer your question about Jose Ramirez, he's hitting 111 right now.
Yeah, superstar. So there's a couple of superstars not hitting in the postseason.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
He's one of the best hitters.
I also think that I think having these guys rest too much, it does make them a little bit rusty.
Well, look at Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
Of habit. They had a week off.
Yeah.
And they brought him back, and he wasn't that great. I mean, the best starter this series has been Clark Schmidt so far.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up Clark Schmidt's name. He pitched a good game yesterday.
Yeah.
He pitched a good game yesterday. It's just the bats weren't coming through for him. But Schmidt, so check this out. His last 10 starts, and this does include his postseason, 2.50 ERA.
Mm-hmm.
2.50 ERA. So Clark Schmidt, man, he's game. He's game. He had he had a bounce back season. His season would have been much better if it wasn't for his lat strain injury.
Yeah, I mean, and Garrett Cole took him under his wing too, so I think that helped. And I like when pitchers like that become mentors, younger pitchers. Right, it helps. So, and I hope he does it again next year.
No doubt. And shout out to referee 583 for the 199 super chat. Thank you so much. He did say bench Judge, get out of here.
What's the problem with benching Judge if he's not hitting?
Yeah, I mean,
that's my question to everybody that nobody wants to answer. How does benching Stanton for Dominguez help Aaron Judge? Can anybody give me a credible answer on that? It doesn't. And I'll just, for those that know that know me, that don't know me, I ask questions that people don't want to answer. I press everybody. I take the heat, but I bring it back.
No doubt.
I give it back.
Like I said,
that way. So I take the feedback though. I appreciate and I understand why people would say that.
Yeah.
But how does sitting Stanton help Aaron Judge? Right?
Well,
why was that? My question is, why was that being proposed by Michael Kay and Joel Sherman, like some of these folks and some of the other channels as an option? When Judge is not hitting, how is sitting Stanton a solution to that?
Yeah, no, and you're not going to sit Stanton.
No,
You're
he's
not going to sit
one
Stanton,
of our
but
best in the postseason every single year.
yeah. Honestly, people won't ever say to bench Judge. But
I
they're not well, you will, but they'll I'll tell you what though, they'll say, fans will say to bench Verdugo and put Jason Dominguez in.
Verdugo's batting 300 this series. Why would you do that?
Yeah, Verdugo, yeah, he's batting 300. Both him and Soto are batting 300.
He has a career 300 average in the postseason.
Yeah. And Stanton right now batting 308 at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, Judge, look, guys, I mean, this isn't me making numbers up. Y'all could go to MLB.com, right? I mean, Aaron Judge is hitting .91.
Yeah. And again,
as of right now.
This is not a hidden Aaron Judge. I love Aaron Judge. I hope he turns it around. But right now, we can't afford to experiment. We have to be strategic as possible to get to the next round, right? And if that means, like they've done it before, they've sat A-Rod, they've sat Jason Giambi, they've sat big hitters.
Mm-hmm.
They sat A-Rod and brought in Raul Ibanez. Remember that one? Remember how that happened?
Yeah.
Runs.
Yeah.
It happened.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So, this type of stuff happens, and it's part of the strategy of managing your team. Unpopular moves.
And sometimes those types of moves, they do happen, right? I am in the belief, and I'm confident that I think Judge will bounce out of this slump that he's in.
Me too.
Because you got to remember, he has been a big part of this success of the 2024 Yankees, right? He's been a huge success. I mean, his regular season numbers speaks for itself. It's just they're definitely not going to they're not going to bench Judge. But I understand where you're coming from. I get it.
It's to consider. You know what's crazy too?
Yeah.
He leads the team in stolen bases in ALDS.
Judge?
Stanton.
Uh,
he has the most stolen bases in ALDS right now with 1.
You're talking about Volpe?
No, Stanton.
Oh, Stanton. Okay, I'm like, I couldn't hear you. Sorry. So Stanton.
The guy that people say we got to bench him because he can't move. We don't need him to move. We need him to hit. That's what he did last night. We need the other guys to move. Right? Jazz and Volpe and Birdie and Ellis and some of these other guys, right? So he did what we needed him to do last night. And he stole a base. His first stolen base in 4 years. Crazy, but true. So this is why, I think it's important to just put aside the talking points that other people present to us and look at the facts sometimes. They're not always going to be popular.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not afraid to admit that. And it's why I take a lot of heat, because I rely on the facts instead of the talking points. And I don't mind taking the heat.
Yeah, I was going to say Stanton stole second, but also let's not forget Jazz also stole a base too.
Jazz.
I believe it was in game 1.
Game 1.
It was in game 1. Yeah, it was in game 1. Yes. It was in game 1. He did. That's when the play got reviewed. The Royals challenged the play.
Yep.
It wasn't conclusive. And he didn't. He was called. The play stood. The call stood. And the Ace Avenue just said that he subbed to your channel.
I appreciate that, Ace, man. Appreciate that.
If you can, Jason, sub to the Ace Avenue.
I will.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Me and him started interacting for I think about a month now, I want to say. He's a good dude. I did a play-by-play with him on his channel. Does a really good job.
I'll go sub to your channel, Ace. I promise.
Yeah. He's a cool dude, man. Take my word for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is. I make a lot of unpopular takes for those that don't know me. So a lot of controversial takes, but you know what? It's because I want the team to do better, and that's it. I'm just as big of a fan of Stanton as I am of Judge, and that's not an indictment on Aaron Judge at all. It's not an indictment on Aaron Judge at all. I love Judge. I love Stanton. I'll defend them both every day, just like I'll do the same thing with Boone and Cashman. Right? People hate when I do that, but I do it. So It's just important to consider all the possibilities. In my opinion, people don't have to agree with me, but in my opinion, I think it's important to consider whatever's going to help the team win.
Yeah.
And
Well,
even if
again,
you rest him half a game, that's okay. That's all right. Maybe he needs a little bit of rest. And it's not a punishment. It's rest.
I get it. I understand. You definitely got the chat fired up. So
Good.
yeah.
Get
But
them engaged. I like to have the engaged fan base.
yeah,
Good.
and by all means, guys, all everybody engaged. Give us your thoughts. Give us your opinions on this. There's no limits to what you can't say. The only thing I always say, like what I tell people, is just be respectful towards each other. That's it.
I say too. I always welcome people who agree. I always welcome people who disagree because it motivates me to think, or at least try to think through your eyes and say, why is she saying that? Why is he saying that? Maybe they have a point, and if you have a point that's valid, I have to consider it.
Yeah. Now, refresh my memory here, Jason. Now, I know we all know and we've understood this and understood that Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, has had some bad postseason history, with the exception of 2009.
Yep.
Right.
He carried them in 2009.
He did carry them in 2009. He was a big contributor in 2009. Right. There was a lot of guys that were, but A-Rod definitely played a role. I feel like, Judge is kind of going through a similar situation. And, I don't believe A-Rod was ever benched during those bad times, was he?
Not
At least
that
I don't recall.
I remember.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of who I don't even remember who the backup third baseman was at the time, or the backup infielder. I can't remember.
It's been a while.
Yeah, Jerry Hairston Jr., but I don't know if he played the infield.
Okay. So Ace was saying that A-Rod was moved down in the lineup. I do recall.
Yes, that's true. He was moved down to the lineup. That is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fact.
So, okay, just to stir up the pot a little bit, right? And I'm not saying that they're going to do this. I'm not suggesting this. This is just a question. Do you move Judge down in the lineup then?
I wouldn't have any problem, but I mean, I'd move him to cleanup, something like that.
Yeah.
And it changed something at 3. And maybe that'll work. But I would right now. I was talking, we were talking about this too. I would consider moving Austin Wells out of the 4 spot and putting Jazz in there, and moving Austin Wells down to 6, just to kind of pick that part up.
Yeah, we were having that conversation yesterday.
Yeah,
maybe changing the number 4.
Yeah, it could be a worthwhile venture. I mean, they're still going to be in the lineup. I would just change the order if maybe consider that. But right now, it looks like they want to keep consistent, and I can't blame them. They're winning, so they're up 2-1.
Yeah, for sure. The thing is, and you know what's going to happen if they change anything in the lineup as far as where guys play, then it's going to be like, oh, Boone is messing. He's messing with the lineup again. So
not serious.
We're never going to hear the end of that. So
got to replace him with Manny Acta. So.
I think the next move is going to be putting Stanton at 4 to give Judge some protection and better pitches to hit. Yeah, that might be the next thing.
They do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a feeling they want to keep that lefty in between 3 and 5 at 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is why I think it's either going to be Wells or Chisholm. My question is, next year, is there a lefty that they could bring in that they could put at 4?
A lefty bat?
Yeah.
Who could be that guy?
Only one I can think of is Ryan McMahon from the Rockies.
And I don't think the Rockies are going to
probably not
trade him. No.
Probably not.
I'd love to have Ryan McMahon. I love Ryan McMahon, but I think they're going to try and build a team around him and their young shortstop Ezekiel Tovar.
Yeah, can't blame him. Can't blame him. I mean, Cody Bellinger would be nice, but then you have to make a tough decision at first base. So.
Yeah, and well, first base is
Ben Rice.
Yeah, first base is Ben Rice, right? Or TJ Rumfield. First base is going to be a big question mark going into the offseason.
And if Ben Rice is hitting well, I wouldn't have any problem putting him at 4.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's hitting well,
why not?
That's that lefty power bat that we don't have.
100%. But real quick, let me pull up the lineup. I don't know if you saw the lineup, but I'm going to pull it up. All right.
Yep. Birdie's in it tonight.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But here we have the lineup. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
You want to read it off?
Gleyber Torres leading off at second. Juan Soto batting second, right field. Aaron Judge batting third in center field. Austin Wells is cleaning up at the dish. Giancarlo Stanton's batting fifth at DH. Jazz Chisholm batting sixth at third base. Anthony Volpe batting seventh at shortstop. Alex Verdugo's batting eighth in left field. And John Birdie is batting ninth at first base. And on the mound is our ace, Garrett Cole.
That's right. That's right. That's the lineup here, folks. The lineup is essentially the same thing. And except you got John Birdie playing, and on that, hold that thought for a minute. Desiree, we were just talking about you. I know you're down there in Florida.
Hope you're safe.
She says, hey guys, we're safe. Just some trees that are messed up. Only lost power for under 10 minutes. All right, Desiree, thank you for letting us know. I was wondering about you. I was wondering about a few people. I know John the Beagle Dad. He's out there in Florida. He's been messaging me on X, keeping me updated on what's going on. So if you all have anybody in Florida, man, just
reach out to them, please.
Reach out. Yeah. So I'm glad you're safe. Those storms are no joke, apparently. So
they ripped the roof off the Tropicana Stadium, the Tampa Bay Rays Stadium, the whole entire roof.
Dude, that stadium is it's in shambles right now.
It's no longer a dome. It's an open stadium like Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding, man.
Nuts. It's nuts. They created all these tornadoes as well. It's very dangerous out there. So please take shelter, folks, if you need to.
Yeah, take shelter. And Ace is saying apparently there's another one coming next week. Oh my God. So that's 3 in less than a month. That is.
We're in October is generally the peak of hurricane season.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
And my wife's part of her job. They track hurricanes. So I hear about this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She's talking with like climate scientists and actuaries every day, like 10 hours a day. So, and they give me updates on all this type of stuff, the damages and the loss, like estimates. It's crazy. And then hurricanes are absolutely nuts. They have a team that tracks tornadoes.
Yeah.
So they go out and they chase friggin' tornadoes.
Yeah, and Desiree's saying, she's saying, Nadine. I guess this is the third hurricane's name. It's comes Thursday, so I'm assuming next Thursday, since today's Thursday. So a week from today. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Climate change is the real deal, man. It's not a joke.
It's
science.
It's amazing. When I say amazing, it's just like amazing in a way where it's like that this is happening. This much
damage it can cause in such a short period of time. Like it's crazy. To eat through a whole town, a whole state. It's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. So for anybody that's in that, if you're in harm's way, again, be safe out there. Okay. Take cover. If you need to evacuate. If you need to take shelter somewhere, please do. Make sure if you all are home and boarded up, and make sure you got food and water, plenty of food and water. Take care of yourselves. Safety. So
be safe.
Be safe. But you're welcome, Desiree. You're welcome. I always think of folks that are in a catastrophic area, or if they're in I'm always thinking of folks whose lives could be at risk. So anywhere in the world too. You know what I mean? So I'm always thinking of you all, just so you all know. But would you, as far as the lineup goes, would you put Giancarlo Stanton at the number 4 spot? I know you said Jazz Chisholm, because Austin Wells has been struggling over the last month, right? Would you just leave it as is?
The only change I would make in that lineup is I would swap Jazz for Austin Wells, 4 and 6. I would keep Stanton at the 5 spot. I like to surround him and Judge with lefties on both sides. Judge has the lefty before him and after him, and Stanton's got one before him and after him too. So I like that righty lefty alternate right there.
Okay, so you do like Giancarlo at the number 5 spot, but then you would put Wells at number 6, put Chisholm at number 4.
That's if I were to change anything in that lineup, I would just swap Wells and Chisholm.
Okay, I could respect that.
That's the only thing I would do.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying about that, and I like the fact that they do have Chisholm and Volpe playing back to back.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of these guys need to both get on base so they could create that threat on the base pads. Let's hope they can both get on base together.
Yeah.
And make something happen. Are you cool with playing John Birdie today instead of Oswaldo?
Yes.
Okay.
This guy was a goalie in high school. He's good defensively.
Mm-hmm.
High school hockey goalie.
Yeah.
This guy's good at intercepting wild stuff. He's got speed. I like his speed in the lineup too, so I'm fine with him. I like Oswaldo Cabrera, but if I was going to alternate with anybody, Birdie would be the guy to be alternating with.
No doubt. You know what? Birdie has been fine.
Yeah.
At first base. He actually, when he played first base on Monday, he actually was fine. He played quite well. If there was anybody in the infield that hasn't been playing well, and again, this isn't me bashing, it's been Volpe. He's been making some throws that I'm just like, yo, what are you doing? But he's also been making some good plays too, right? But again, it's one of those things where the infield, they need to be better defensively. So there's certain things that they need to clean up defensively.
Yeah.
Because in the postseason, you cannot make mistakes like that.
Exactly.
Because that leads to some disaster and we've seen that in the regular season.
Yeah. And I like the fact. I like the fact that some of these guys are drawing walks, but I would prefer some of them hit singles, because then if you have a guy on first and you walk, it's first and second. If you have a guy on first and you hit a single, it's first and third. So you're one base closer to home. So a sac fly can tag up a guy at home if they have less than 2 outs towards home. So, I hope that they'll at the very least put the ball in play a little bit more today, like guys like Volpe and Wells and some of them Jazz and some of these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, infield again, Volpe needs to be better. Jazz Chisholm is not necessarily, I'm not going to call him like a bad third baseman. It's just he throws the ball too damn hard.
Yeah.
That's the problem with him. And it goes in the dirt a lot. I mean, how many times has Anthony Rizzo bailed him out?
Yeah, thankfully we had Rizzo with that Houdini glove there. And keep in mind too, like Jazz Chisholm, he's never played third base until he's come here. So he's learning on the fly and in third base. So I give him a little bit of margin for error. He does have a really good arm. He throws the ball really hard, but sometimes I wish we had Rizzo's glove in there, but I'm happy to see Birdie in there, and Cabrera's been doing pretty darn good too at first base. So we need to tighten up the defense in the infield, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll do that.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's hope tonight they don't make any costly errors that could put the team in danger.
Garrett Cole give him that death stare. They boot a play. Cole's gonna be like, dude, I'm gonna be on. You're in trouble, man.
Yeah. You definitely don't want Cole coming after you.
You get that. Gives you that Rambo 1,000-yard stare. So I don't.
I'll tell you what, though, as far as the infield goes, kudos to Gleyber Torres. He's actually been playing quite well at second base. So
ever since he moved to the leadoff spot, he's been just better.
He's been a lot better. And shout out to the Ace Avenue for being a member for 1 month. He says everyone hit that like and sub to NFE. Appreciate you. Who do you guys think that has the best at bats so far?
Stanton.
I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to not say Stanton, but I would go Soto as well.
Soto.
I'd go Soto.
I mean, the three guys: Stanton, Soto, and Verdugo. So,
yeah,
right now are doing the thing. So Stanton's drawing a lot of, and Soto's drawing a lot of walks, and he's getting hits. He's known for high on base percentage anyway, so he's doing exactly what we need him to do.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
If he's not hitting, he's walking. So putting Judge in a position a lot to drive him in. We just need Judge to drive him in now.
Yeah, Judge's bat needs to come. It needs to come alive. But last night again, he went 0 for 4. But those were his best at bats, and even James Rosen said it. Those were his best at bats because he was making contact with the ball. He was hitting the ball hard. It just wasn't turning into anything positive. That was the issue with the at bats.
I felt the way about Stanton the day before yesterday too. He was close.
Yeah,
broke out yesterday. I think Judge was close yesterday. I think he might break out today. So, and I really hope he does.
You and me both, man. You and me both. But let's start getting into some predictions here, because I do predictions on the show. Yeah, and everybody else, y'all know the drill. Drop your comments for the predictions. What do you think Garrett Cole does tonight? What's your gut telling you?
6 2/3, 2 runs, 8 strikeouts.
All right, so you said 6 2/3,
2 runs, 8 strikeouts.
2 runs, 8 strikeouts. How many walks do you think?
2.
2 walks. All right. I'm going 6. I'm gonna go 3 runs.
Okay.
Just because I don't know. It's something my gut is telling me. But I'm gonna go 3 runs. I'll match your 8 Ks though. I do agree with 8 Ks. And I think he'll have 1 walk.
Okay. He doesn't walk up guys, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling, but I hope he does only give up 2 runs or even 1 run. I mean, how awesome would that be?
Oh, gosh.
Zanley dropped his prediction. He's saying 7 innings, no earned runs, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts.
I like that.
I do like that a lot. Nosebleed is saying 8 innings pitched, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, no runs.
I love that.
I'll take that all day. Oh, Pasty, come on. He's saying 7 innings, 2 runs, 2 walks, 20 Ks. What we got Kerry Wood on the mound?
I like what you're smoking, Pasty. Whatever you're smoking, I like it. So, 20 Ks is awesome.
Yeah, he's smoking something. 8 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 4 hits. By Sean Browning. Yeah. CT Card is saying 6 1/3, 6 hits, 3 walks, 9 Ks, 2 runs.
Sign me up for those. Any of those.
You could sign me up. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'll take those all day, man. Absolutely. But I could see him giving up 3 runs, but if he gives up anywhere between 1 and 3, I'm cool with it, as long as the Yankees have the lead. And they're not losing. Barry Bear saying 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, 2 runs. Yanks bats come alive, and they're going to win 7-2.
I'll take that too.
Yeah.
Well done.
There hasn't been a lot of high scoring games except for game 1. 6-5 was the highest scoring game.
It's true.
4-2 in game 2, 3-2 last night.
Yeah.
If you had to do a scoring prediction, I mean, what do you got for tonight's game, man?
I'm gonna say 6-2.
6-2. Okay.
Yeah, 6-2 Yankees.
Okay. I'm gonna go 5-3.
5-3.
Yeah.
East, all right. Yeah, I think we're gonna dumpster dive our way to the ALCS. So.
I think once again, I think the bullpen's gonna hold it down.
I think Ian Hamilton's going to do something today in Cousins. I don't think Weaver's going to pitch tonight. He's been busy, so I'm going to say Weaver and I'm not Hamilton and Cousins are probably going to shove tonight.
So even though Weaver, he only had 20 pitches last night, you don't think he comes?
I don't think so because he's throwing more than an inning every time he comes out. So
this is true.
I would rest them because if they play Game 5, they play Game 5 tomorrow. So and I would rest them for that just in case.
Wait,
but,
game 5 would be tomorrow?
I think so. Yeah. I think.
No. Hold on. No, it would actually be Saturday, man.
All right. Well, that's even better then.
Yeah.
I would probably still rest Weaver because I don't want to wear him down. But I understand if they need to use him. But I'm hoping that they don't.
Yeah, I'm hoping so either. I'm hoping so too, should I say. Okay, John is saying 7 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's saying the Yankees are going to hit into 2 double plays and 5 flyouts. That's another question that I do ask is how many double plays did the Yankees hit into? Because it's just, again, it was and shout out to Nosebleed section, actually. He was the one that was like, the Yankee, he brought up the whole double play thing because the Yankees hit into so many of them. So I'm just like, you know what? That's going to be part of my questions. Thank you, Nosebleed. I was like, okay, cool. Like, how many double plays do the Yankees hit into? And what do you think?
I'll probably say 2 also.
2? Okay.
I think 2 is a fair number.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1 double play.
All right.
I'll go 1.
That sounds better than 2. That's for sure.
Yeah. Usually I say 2, but I don't know why, but I'm feeling a little more optimistic about tonight's game. So I'll go 1.
You know what? If they win, I'll be all really happy.
Yeah.
Happy if they win.
Yeah, I got a few people, couple of people saying 2 double plays.
That's
Yankees
all right.
hit into 2. But yeah, if they hit into 2, they hit into 2.
Yeah.
What about everyone else? How's everybody else feeling? Ray is saying 2 double plays. So it seems like the Nosebleed saying 2, 1 conventional and 1 unconventional. All right. Okay. Jonathan is saying 2.
Jonathan's okay. All right.
Yeah. So you got the majority. Most people are saying 2 so far. Jordan says no double plays.
Yeah, I know sounds better to me too.
Yeah, I'll take no double plays. Hey, listen, give me that all day.
You betcha.
And oh man, that Paste, you're so wrong for this.
What is this?
He says 2 double plays and 1 is Jason's fault somehow.
Well, you know what? I'll own it up.
Well, if you can't blame Boone and you can't blame Cashman, we're gonna blame Jason. Okay, right. Noted.
I'll take the hits, man. I'll take it for Boone and Cashman. I'll take the uppercuts for Cashman.
All right. Well, if they hit into if one of those double plays, I'm definitely texting you and be like, "Yo, Jason, come on, man! Like,
what are you doing? What were you thinking, Jason? Why did you, man?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
You even go up to the plate and you got a double play.
I lost focus for a second there. Sorry.
All right, but and then also, folks in the chat, drop your score predictions. I know Jason said 6-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got 5-3. What's everybody else feeling for score predictions? I don't know. I just the series against the Royals, man. It just hasn't been a lot of runs. Like it's just been, with the exception of Game 1, really.
Pitching's been holding and hitting down.
Yeah.
So, and that's that's okay. It happens, man. Good pitching holds down good hitting. So.
Yeah, 6-3, 6-1, 9-1, 6-3. Okay.
Yeah, like if you look at the Dodgers Padres series, most of the starters, with the exception of Darvish, I mean, Dylan Cease lasted an inning and 2/3 yesterday, got creamed.
Mm-hmm.
Yamamoto got creamed against the Padres. Like, there's just the pitchers are not. I mean, the starters that are given the most length of it are the Mets starters and the Tiger starters. They're given the most length out of everybody, except for Darvish. But
yeah,
it's just when they're pitching good, it's really hard to hit these guys.
So Jonathan's saying 5-4. Okay, so yes, people are dropping in their score predictions. That's cool, folks. I like it. I'm liking some of the score predictions. Zenley said 12-1, but come
Ooh,
on,
okay.
come on, bro.
Padre style now. All right.
Yeah, it's about to be a game now.
Yeah.
But home run predictions. Is Judge going to hit a home run tonight? Is he finally going to break out of it? What does everybody else in the chat think? Who's your home run prediction?
Ooh. I don't think he hits a home run, but I think he hits it. He has 2 hits. One of them is an extra base hit. I think if anybody hits a home run tonight, it's probably going to be either Chisholm or Verdugo.
Chisholm and Verdugo. Okay.
One of those guys.
So you got Chisholm or Verdugo.
Yeah.
I think Judge is going to break out tonight. I think he's going to hit a home run.
I'll take that, man.
I'm going to say Judge, and I'm going to say the dog, Verdugo.
All right.
Those are the 2 guys on my list.
I like it.
So those are the 2 guys that I think are going to. So to answer your question here, Theo, the reason why Birdie's in the playoffs is because he has speed and he has versatility. Oh, why is he playing?
He's a good defender, and he's got
a good defender, man. He's a good defender. His bat, he makes good contact with the ball.
About a 280 hitter.
Yeah, and he has speed. The guy could steal bases if he just needs to get on.
One of the fastest guys in baseball.
Yeah. You kind of have to switch him and Oswaldo Cabrera off on, right now, like first base, there's no like real first baseman really. You know what I mean?
True.
But it's good that they have guys like Birdie and Oswaldo who are so versatile. You tell them, hey, play here. They're just like, all right, cool. Put me in, coach. Like I'll play wherever.
You betcha.
So Jonathan Moore, he's got Soto and Volpe homers. Okay. Judge will have a huge double that drives in a run.
I'll take that.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. Nah, Birdie. I like John Birdie. It just stunk that he was hurt for most of the season.
True. He's back now, so I'm glad we're healthy right now. So for the most part.
Yeah, mostly right. They only have right now. They have Nestor who's still hurt, but he could. Apparently, I know he's been throwing the ball, and he says he's feeling better. It would be awesome to have him back for the ALCS, as well, assuming the Yankees win. They got to win first, right? I would love to have Nestor back because he could be that solid lefty piece coming out of the bullpen. Rizzo, I don't see him coming back, unfortunately, man, and it pains me. It pains me, man, because it's like, God, this guy, he gets hurt, he comes back, he gets hurt again. And it's just like,
yeah. I don't see him or DJ coming back this year, unfortunately. So,
for the postseason,
yeah,
right. There's no way DJ comes back.
No,
I've said it many times, and I've said this about DJ as well. Like, I love DJ LeMahieu, but his time has come.
Yeah,
his time has come. I hate to say that, but it catches up with everybody, man.
Unfortunately,
even the best of the best.
Unfortunately true right now. So
yeah. But last thing. What are you doing for dinner? What's everybody eating for food? This is where everybody starts like going nuts and throwing all their food stuff. Like I'm eating this or I'm eating that, and I'm like
stir-fried beef and broccoli for my wife and I with white rice, with steamed white rice, and then guacamole for my girls because they love guacamole. So
woo! Okay. Steam fried rice.
I got a whole bundle of these bad boys, these avocados, getting ready for the guac. So
yeah, buddy. All right.
So the girls love the avocado, and they say, "Can you make guacamole?" So I got to make guacamole. When the girls ask, I got to make it. So
yeah, I just had a sandwich a little bit ago. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner, but we'll see. But John the Beagle Dad says he had some chicken soup. You just got your burger. Pasty says he just got his burger and fries on the table. My man.
Fantastic. Nice. Outstanding.
Yeah, what else is everybody having? We were talking about food last night on Jason's show, and oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, Grace had me thinking about chicken parm, so I'm gonna have to do chicken parm over the next couple of days.
Yeah,
Chicken
no
parm.
doubt. Yeah, I got to jump on with you, and we'll just eat the chicken parm together.
Yeah, we'll have to have a chicken parm live stream. We got that right. That's one
Yeah,
of the greatest things ever. Chicken parm. Oh,
definitely.
it's an amazing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut up my stuff right now. Get the guacamole nice and cold for the girls. So
Let's go. Let's go. Nosebleed section saying leftover pasta with garlic along with cheeseburger. Okay.
Ooh, hey, all right. You guys got good taste in food.
Yeah, Sabine, we know you love your Twizzlers. We know
Oh.
you love your Twizzlers. Fried chicken and mac and cheese from the deli by Ray Klickner.
Okay.
Meatballs and potato, I think is what Dev Finch is saying here. Barry is saying matzo ball soup.
All right.
Okay. Jonathan Moore is saying lasagna stuffed peppers. Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
That's a legit meal. That's a legit meal right there.
And Jason or Nosebleed asking you when are we? He says when are we doing Big Mac and apple pie?
The Yankees get into the World Series. I'm doing a Big Mac and an apple pie. The Yankees win the World Series. I'm doing 2 Big Macs and apple pies.
Boom.
And that's going to be my cheat meal for the year because I don't really eat that stuff. That's the only time I would do that special occasion. So if anybody's up for it, I take the Big Mac and I put the apple pie inside the Big Mac and I wolf that sucker down to celebrate. And
Yeah,
you're putting awesome inside of awesome. It's even double awesome. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Mazza tried it. He said it was a game changer.
Yeah, I've been staying away from Mickey D's and all that for quite some time, and it's going to continue that way.
I haven't had it in like 2 years, but you know what? This is worth 2 days in the toilet bowl for me if the Yankees win the World Series. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll have it out of my system before I go to the parade if they win the World Series. So
yeah, well, if they go to the World Series and you're doing a Big Mac and apple pie, I'll just go to Wingstop and just get me a chicken sandwich with cheese covered fries, and
we're just gonna scarf down a whole plate of deliciousness no matter what.
Oh, that food will be gone in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes the way I eat.
And I got here's my thing that I was telling you about last night. My wife bought these.
Oh, and so I know Insomnia cookies. We got that out here. But I was telling you about Crumble.
Crumble, yeah. And I have
give them a shot.
I have my big gallon of milk. I always drink milk when I'm eating cookies. So I always drink milk. Have a big glass of milk every day. So gotta do it. But I'm gonna get running. I'm gonna cook. I gotta go make some guac.
Yeah, no problem, dude. I gotta. You know what? I'm gonna shut it down here myself because I gotta get going myself. But Jason, as always,
thank you to everybody in the chat, by the way, for participating and give me your answers and feedbacks. I appreciate it no matter what. Appreciate it no matter what. You guys are the best.
Yeah. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on and joining me for the pregame. And my boy Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? Hey.
How you doing?
Yeah. Nah, thanks for checking in, Cold Italian Pizza. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly wrap it up. Jason, always appreciate you coming on. Make sure you guys subscribe to 161 River Ave. He puts out good content. You know, I definitely learn a lot from him. So, and we go back and forth a lot about the Yankees, and you know, it's great stuff.
I want the channel to be different. I want people to think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to keep doing it. So I thank you to everybody that comes and listens to me. So I appreciate you.
Yeah. It's always a good time, good conversation. So
but make sure you keep supporting my man NFE. That's a good dude right there. He's got good Yankee content right there.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Jason. And we'll talk soon.
All right. Peace, everybody. Have a good day.
Right. Have a good day, man. Thanks for jumping. All right. Shout out to my guy, Jason, who decided, to join me for the pregame. I appreciate every single one of you jumping on to the live stream and giving me your comments, giving me your feedback. I do appreciate it. Nosebleed, even if you wanted to get rid of yourself, I'm not letting you go anywhere. All right? Okay? So, yeah, I'm not getting rid of you, dude. 86 on October 27th. So, Sabine, my birthday is October 27th. But yeah, newsflash. My birthday is October 27th. So, you all know now. But anyway, thank you all for coming on. Appreciate every single one of you. And, the support, honestly, it always means the world to me. It's very overwhelming. But it's like in a good way, of course. It always makes me happy, and I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to end it here. Let's go, Yankees. Let's get this win. Let's close it out tonight. Let's move on to the ALCS. Let's not waste any time. That's right, Desiree Scorpio. That's what I am. But let's close out this game. Let's close out this game. Get this W. Let the bats come through. Let Cole shine. Let him perform like an ace. That way we don't have to worry about a game 5. All right. Go out. Get that W. Get this win. Let's close it out. All right. Folks in the chat, thank you all for coming on. And I will see you all next time. All right. I'll see you all next time. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your food. Let's go, Yankees.